All right, guys. What's up? What's going on? I'm back with another daily message. That's what's going on with me? I'm here to spit a message to you guys. Yes, I do have about 1 million thoughts running through my brain each day, but I am going to try and settle with one a day. And that's why I'm here. But anyway, these topics will be basic, but at the same time will have much substance. A basic topic that I was thinking of is just to focus on yourself, and that's about it. We just sort of live in a world where we play this comparison game, and everybody starts to compare their life to the lives of other people. And realistically, that just doesn't get you anywhere. And more importantly, all the time that you spend looking at other people's lives and seeing what other people do, that is just taking away from all of the time that you could be putting into your own life so that you could create the life that you want. We all know social media plays a huge role in this. Social media and, Instagram and whatever, it's just all consumption. Unless you're actually producing content and putting it out for people to see, social media is just nothing but another piece of consumer product. Like television, like the radio, like everything. Nobody is a producer anymore. Everybody just wants to consume. Consume, consume, consume. We love Netflix. We love video games. We don't want to produce anything. Why are we so lazy? I don't understand. Anyway, what I'm really trying to get at is all the time that you are wasting on the media, all the time that you're wasting scrolling through just mindlessly. Come on, do you really remember everything you scroll through? No. You scroll through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever for an hour, and then you put your phone down, you're like, wow, it's been an hour, and you don't even remember what you were looking at. It's just all mindless, whatever. So let's try our best to take all the time that we put into these media outlets and maybe put that effort into your own life. You understand that people love to consume content so much because you're one of those people. You are one of those people who will scroll through Instagram or whatever all day. So why can't you be on the other end of the scrolling? They can be watching you. You know how easy it is to just scroll. People love to scroll. So what I'm trying to get at is you guys can create your own content of your own. It's not like you don't have to just watch everybody else all the time. We live in a world now. We live in a world now where people want to be everybody but themselves. It's that's why they go on these media outlets and that's why they do these things. It's they just want to escape from how they feel about themselves. And they like to watch, people love to watch the problems of others. How messed up is that? You guys love to watch, I don't know, I just say you guys, but people love to watch reality TV shows, just all TV shows that are full of problems of other people. And people get off on that. What is that? We are way, way too focused and involved in someone else's life that doesn't even know who you are. They don't even know who you are. So what is the point of you pouring your precious time into watching what they're doing, and then a lot of the time saying and complaining that your life isn't that good? What? Like, what? Like, you guys need to figure out how you can get your life to the level of what you actually want, which is clearly what you're watching every day. So the message was to focus on yourself. It's like, why can't we just wake up every day and say, like, what can I do for me to get better? Because scrolling and watching the success of others, that's really going to hurt your self-esteem. Like, you watch the rise, like we watch the rise of artists, musicians, whatever, TV hosts, like we all watch the rise of these people, and we don't do anything for ourselves. And another thing, the people who are successful, or whatever you deem successful, the people who you think are successful, their life isn't like it didn't just happen for them. They had to put in the work. Like, you guys got to put in work. I don't understand. Like, people want results with no hard work, with no dedication, with no drive, no nothing. And you want results? Like, no, you got to put in the work day after day, year after year. We're talking years of work here, not like a few months and then you're like, damn, it didn't work. You guys got to put in the work, and you got to put in the work for yourself. Stop worrying about like how people are going to view you, or like, people love to compare their success to the success of others, when success is that's an individual like characteristic. Success is not based on like how far you go, because somebody is always going farther. Like, you make 5 million, like some dude just made 5 million like in a day. Like, somebody is always going to go farther than you. So do not base your success on how far you go, because you're never going to, like, someone's always going to beat you. Your success is simply based on where you have come from and where you are now. That's it. Success is individually based. So if you come from the dirt and you make it to like a nice life, and then you look at some guy who went from a nice life and has an okay life, technically you are more successful. It is individual. Because somebody has more than you, that does not mean that they are more successful. The comparison game really trips me out because it just doesn't make sense. You're allowed to focus on yourself. You're allowed to take time for yourself. You're allowed to take however long you want to get yourself right. People have always heard the term minor setback for a major comeback. You are allowed to sit back and recharge. You are allowed to do these things. And if you don't want to explain why you're doing them, you don't have to. So I think that a lot of people just get caught up in the media and everything, but just remember, like, you got to focus on yourself, and you got to build the life that you want, period. So if you want certain things, you got to figure out how to get it. It's not going to be easy. Life is not supposed to be easy. You're not supposed to just have it figured out. Newsflash, you're never going to figure it out. Like, you're never going to just be like, oh, wow, I figured out that life thing, and it took a while. No, you are not going to figure it. You are going to deal with problems every day for the rest of your life. It's like, that's just the truth. So just put in the work, and you'll realize, like, this is what I realized. You'll realize, like, when you start focusing on yourself, and you stop paying attention to like everything else that's going on around you, you start to see like things start to happen, and you're like, thank God I'm not a part of that, because you don't need that energy. You don't need, like, people make it seem like their life is real good when really it sucks, but they won't tell you that. And then it might seem like people's lives suck, but realistically, they're really good. And your life is good based on how you feel about it, not how other people like see it. So, think of the life that you want to live and work on building that. That's really it. Focus on yourself. Obviously, stop paying attention to people around you. And the message I do like to drop all the time, focusing on yourself is not selfish. It's just not. So, do what's best for you all the time, because another really important quote, if you are not at 100%, if you're not at 100%, you're not going to be able to give anybody else 100%, because you cannot give what you don't have. One more time, you cannot give what you don't have. So remember that and work on yourself, guys. And that's my message for the day. I'm going to go make some food. And that's it. Peace.